Hey, welcome to the Hairy Man Show number 16, where we have Dwain Miller, where the hair stays big, but the drums get bigger. Dwain is a special guest here, especially in the Phoenix scene. He's playing in bands like Deirdre. How do you say that again?
Deirdre.
And he's been in a big band called Keel. There you
go.
Keel.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Dwain?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Good. I'm happy to have you on the show and kind of talk drums and what you've done in the past and what you're doing in the present. It sounds
talk
good.
Drums? Okay. Sorry.
So let's back up a little bit. What got you into drums in the first place?
What got me into drums? I was thinking about it earlier. Probably I had an older cousin, like 10 years older than me. He was a drummer, and he was a big Deep Purple, freak. So he would always be playing Deep Purple, like made in Japan, when I was at his house. So I got into it from there, and I watched him try to play drums, and I was like, yeah, I'm into it. I was like 9. So
nice.
I think I was gone from that day forward.
Yeah, and did you start with just a drum set right away, or did you start with a practice pad or a snare drum?
No, actually, my brother also played drums. He got a drum set for Christmas one year, right around that time. And so I just jumped right into it right with him. We started playing on drums. I never took lessons or practice pads or any of that stuff. And
nice.
Just been jamming on drum kits the whole time.
Yeah, so Iron Pace was a big one for you at the beginning?
Yeah, man. But him and Buddy Rich, we used to watch, you're probably too young for it, the Johnny Carson show.
No, I go back and watch it now, to be honest with you. Okay.
Whenever Buddy Rich was on there, I would make sure and watch. I mean, I would stay up late and watch it because he always, of course, he always did drum solos.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, and that's, I wanted to be like him.
And he had
Buddy Rich, Ian Pace, yeah.
And Ed, I'm gonna butcher his last name as well. It's
Ed Shaughnessy.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he was great too.
Really good. Yeah, totally good.
And then, what was your first kit you got your hands on there?
First kit was this off name. I think it was called Revell kit. I think it was made in Japan. Everything was made in Japan back then, unless it was like Ludwig, and I was never going to be able to afford a Ludwig kit. Mm-hmm. Of course, now I got 7 of them. Well,
nice.
You got more than that. You got more than I do.
Yeah, it's a bit of addicting kind of pull, and you can't really get away from it.
Yeah, I started. You know what? I got them one at a time. I got my first Ludwig. I said, I'm going to get into Ludwigs, 3-plies, the old ones. So I got a tom off somebody, bought a 13-inch tom off somebody, and rewrapped it and put heads on it. It sounded great. Then I bought a 16, then I bought an 18, and I bought a 24. I just buy them one at a time and rewrap them and refinish them. And now I got like multiple kits. I got a silver sparkle kit, a blue one, a red one, and what else? Burgundy sparkle. So nice. I got some, it's like a hobby, refinishing them.
Now, were you sticking with Ludwig through most of your career, or did you kind of bounce around? Because I think I saw pictures of you for Premiere for a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, when I first got into Keel, I had Tama Imperial Stars. They were actually pretty popular back then, Imperial Stars. I know you know about those.
Yeah, Stuart Copeland.
And had those, yeah. And then actually I got endorsed. I was trying to get endorsed by Tama. They said, nah, no way, huh?
Really?
But Premiere, they're from England. Premiere said, hey, you know what? I'll give you a kit. So I said, cool. Anything I want. And I gave them what I wanted, and they made me a custom kit, man. And it was this big double bass kit with 3 concert toms up top, and then 2 in the middle and 2 down. 7 toms.
Nice.
2 kick drums. And we toured Europe with that kit. Opening for Dio, actually, it was nice.
I didn't know that. How did that go?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was just awesome because Dio was huge over there forever. Mm-hmm. So we played these arenas and like Air Force bases and all these things. And my wife says, "Don't forget to say your birthday party in France." So we were opening for Dio in France, and it was my 23rd birthday. And the middle of this song, the guys left the stage. I'm playing this double bass drum beat. Ron Keel goes, Dwain Miller on drums. I didn't have a drum solo planned, but I did that, and I had a feeling they were going to do something tricky, so I planned stuff out. I was doing this drum solo, and then all the guys come out on stage with champagne bottles, just totally doused me with champagne while I'm playing on stage. And all over the cymbals, all over the drums, and my pedals were getting slippery, and I was like, oh my God. And then that was kind of a nice little birthday present, 23rd birthday. We were in Paris, France, man. It was nice.
That's a very tender age to be traveling the world playing. That's a pretty incredible feat.
Yeah, I had some good opportunities, and I took them, which is great.
And then what were the more memorable, like, countries you were in that were just, like, it blew you away how big the fan base was?
Japan, for sure. Japan, because you go in, they waited for us at the airport. It's like, we're Keel. We're not the Beatles, man. We're Keel. But they're waiting. They got these signs, Keel, Keel, Keel. And they actually made us, comic books. We do it for everybody, probably. But we each had our own comic books. We were characters in this comic book they made. And, just gifts. They're real big with gifts.
Really?
I was blown away at Japan. Yeah. I mean,
that must have been kind of humbling. That's pretty cool.
Blown away with that. In England, they're, in London, they're hardcore. In the UK, they're hardcore. They like you. They spit on you. Like, yeah, you guys are great.
Really? I didn't know that. How's that like respecting?
I don't know. It's hardcore. It's like, yeah, like, head butting or whatever. I don't know. But anyway.
Damn. That's
not bad, whatever, but it was cool. And then Japan's about gifts. I got to see the world. It was really nice,
So,
pretty cool.
After you played Premier for a while, when did you get into the Ludwig world?
Actually, it was another couple of steps before that, because after we got back from Europe, Pearl called me. Pearl, I had been calling them for a while, and they said no to me too. So we got back from Europe. They said, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and endorse you." So I said, "All right, well." I had to leave Premier and go with Pearl. It was nice having an endorsement, I probably should have stayed with Premier because they made me a custom kit.
Nice.
Anyway, so I left them. I had to send the kit back. It was part of the thing. And then Pearl gave me the kit, and I started playing Pearl for a couple years. Got to tour with Bon Jovi with this white kit Pearl gave me. It was really nice.
So, with Tico Torres and all that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, exactly. That was really nice. And the first time I met Tico, he looks like this happy little guy, but first time I met him, he wasn't grumpy, but he was like, he had a 5 o'clock shadow. He was smoking a big cigar. And he had a voice of like 3 octaves lower than you'd think. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" I'm like, whoa, freaked me out. But he's a really nice guy, super nice guy.
Jersey kind of feel.
Yeah, total Jersey, low, super low voice, smoking a cigar, laid back, real nice guy. So, yeah, I don't know what you're asking me. You went up to Tico Torres' story, but anyway.
we were talking about Pearl drums there for a second.
Pearl. Yeah, so Pearl, and that's what I had for a long time. Even like after Keel and other things I was doing after that, I just played this Pearl kit I had for a long time, and I still have it. It's my second Pearl kit, but I still have it. I had it repainted. Now it's got different colors and different hardware and stuff. Really cool. I still have one of my kits, and they sound great after all these years.
Badass. Is that a maple kit itself?
It's a maple kit. It's like 6-ply maple with the power toms, a couple of 24s, and all of 8 through 18, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, and that's their whole deal.
16, 18. So I got every size. I can use whenever I want. I don't use them all, but especially not now. I don't have a double bass kit I travel around with, but they still sound awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot of room for these stages for 2 drums, bass drums anyway. So that double pedal kind of took over that market.
Especially now, double pedals are a lot better than they used to be.
Yeah. The Camco is where it started, right?
I've got DWs where I got some 5000s, and I've got an old 7000 which I use on my practice kit, and I have a couple of DWs, really nice.
Yeah. So you played Pearl, then what got you into the Ludwigs there?
Well, you're asking about Ludwig, but I got one more thing first.
Oh, I apologize. Sorry, man. Sorry about that.
No. I wanted to get a really big bass drum, and I couldn't find one anywhere, right? So I walked into this pawn shop in Phoenix. I think they're closed now. But I saw this big 28-inch bass drum, and it was black, Yamaha. And it came with 3 recording custom toms, so 12, 13, and 16.
Oh, nice.
And it was only like $500. I'm like, recording custom kit with a 28-inch kick drum for $500? I'll take it.
Yeah, so that's a good deal.
And then I had, no kidding, and then I had the recording customs. I added the floor tom. The 18-inch floor tom cost more than the whole kit. It was $800. So then I just had that for a few years. And then finally I thought, okay, that's cool. I need something different. So I decided to trade it out and sell it out. And then I started on collecting Ludwigs one at a time, you know, so, and redoing them and refinishing them. And, you know, a friend of mine sold me this tom for $50, and I stripped it off with a heat gun, you know, and rewrapped it, and, you know, built a whole kit that way. And then I built a whole other kit, different color, and then a whole one drum at a time. It's fun. It's a hobby.
Yeah, it's great.
It's an addiction, you know.
Yeah, I do it myself here and there. You know, I'm actually refinishing an old Pearl export kit right now just to do something weird with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with it right now, but it's an old export kit with 220s. I think it's got 210s and 212s and 216s, so it's going to be a lot of fun to rebuild that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's that old school square export logo there.
Oh, nice. And you'll have, after that, you have blood, sweat, and tears into it. You'll got memories with the kit. So,
well, I actually, when I was 18 years old, I refinished a Rocker Pros Ludwig kit. It was one side was black and one side was white, and I sanded it all down. Now the whole thing is natural, and I got 224s on that one.
Really? That's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Sanded it down?
Yeah, it took about a summer.
All summer.
Yeah. But how'd you meet Keel? How did that all start for you?
Well, okay, so I was born and raised in Phoenix. I was in Phoenix playing in a band and what have you. I had known, actually auditioned for Steeler when I was 18. Steeler had Yngwie Malmsteen and, you know, Ron Keel and Rick Fox and those other guys, Mark Edwards. Actually, when they came through town, at the time, Yngwie had already left and they had a new guitar player, and Greg Chason was the bass player. And Greg lived in Phoenix too. He came and saw a band I was playing in, and we were playing some double bass stuff real fast. And he thought, "Wow, he's good." He goes, "I want you to audition for Steeler." I said, "All right, cool. I'll audition for Steeler." Nice. And then the Steeler came to town and played the show, and I was blown away. And they all came over to my house except the drummer the next day. And I'm playing songs I learned, and everything was going pretty good. And then Ron goes, "Do a drum solo right now." I'm like, "Well, I don't have anything planned." What? So I started messing around, and I kind of blew it. I was 18 and scared, whatever. So I didn't get the Steeler gig, but that's okay because Steeler broke up right after that. Anyway, and then Ron, about 6 months later, Ron called me. He went about his own thing, got her Keel, brick the deal, and blah blah blah. He called me about 6 months later and said, "I want you to come out and audition for Keel." So I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." So this time I packed up my stuff, drove to LA, auditioned, and got the gig. I never went home again.
So you resided in LA there for a little bit?
Yeah. So I was 19 when I moved out to LA. And we lived there. I took my wife out there. I wasn't married yet, but I took my girlfriend out there. And we moved out there, and stayed there about 10 years. And we got the gig, did all the tours, you know.
Jesus. That's a big growing process as you go there too.
Totally changed because we had one freeway here in Phoenix, and in LA,
yeah, the 10.
I got lost like almost every day. They used to make fun of me. Like, did you get lost again? Yeah, because we didn't have cell phones either. I had to stop,
oh yeah,
get a payphone, call the guys. "Hey man, I'll be there in a little bit." Kind of lost.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm from California myself, so when I got here, it was a little bit different. You know, just a lot of freeways that run in circles here.
Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, I mean, there was only one freeway back then, but it's going a lot. I like it more now. But
yeah. So how many albums did you put together with that band? Was it how many total do you guys have together?
Keel, they did actually one before I was there. Actually, two really quick before I was even in the band. But Lay Down the Law, The Right to Rock, Final Frontier, Keel, Larger Than Life, or 7, Back in Action. 7 albums.
Nice, that's a lot.
And then after we kind of broke up or took a hiatus for 20 years, and we came back and did another album called Streets of Rock and Roll. So we've got 8 Keel albums.
Nice. And that song, Because the Night, I remember hearing that since I was a kid. I love that song.
Yeah.
And that was you on that one, right?
That was me. Yep, definitely. Nice. And then so we got up, and when we got up for the Bon Jovi tour, you know, Bon Jovi's Springsteen's roots, and that's a Springsteen song. So it was, you guys you have to play this song every night. I'm like, okay, we'll play this song every night.
Oh, so he helped you with that song?
Kind of. Well, we just played it every night. We already had did a video for it and stuff. It's like it's our single anyway, and we got to play it. But
oh, nice! I love that video too.
Yeah, pretty cool. Thanks.
So
and after Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt there.
Well, after Keel was over, I did a few other things. I got involved with this band called Rock's Diamond. I don't know if you heard of Rock's Diamond. We did a couple albums with them too. More kind of poppy, keyboardish, kind of AOR or whatever you call it. Sounded like the singer sounded like Steve Walsh. That's why I joined it.
Oh, nice.
And it was really good. And then we went to Japan and played a show. I did a live video there, and that kind of fizzled pretty quickly too. It was weird. You know, things just that's how it is. Something starts up and then it goes away really fast. But that's it, Rock Diamond. And then let's see what else. After that, I just hung out in LA. I started to get disillusioned, so I looked at my wife and said, "You know what? I don't know about this stuff. If I would have stuck there and tried harder, I would have gone even further. But after a while, I was just like, I lost the sail, the wind in my sail."
Yeah.
After doing a world tour or two with Keel, and then just having it over with, I'm like, I don't know, man.
So you took a hiatus at that point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we decided to get away from LA. I was like, let's get out of here. We'll never be able to. I don't want to have a family here and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of thought about it, and we came back to Phoenix. So I've been back in Phoenix for quite a while now.
Yeah, Phoenix is definitely it's taking a lot from California right now too.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we get on that freeway, I can count California plates at the moment.
Yeah. And there's kind of at least the music scene has been kind of growing. I mean, not everything's stopped now, with the pandemic stuff that's going on. No one's playing anywhere, but
yeah. So that brings me to my next subject. What's the name of the band you're playing in at the moment right now?
Deirdre.
Okay.
Her name is Deirdre Evans, amazing singer and songwriter, and she's got a powerhouse voice, which I love. It's rock, it's hard rock, and it's original. And it does fit with now, as a matter of fact, because even though there are no gigs happening, we're just focusing on recording. Actually, we've actually got 2 albums already.
Really?
Yeah. One's called, what was the first one before I even joined the band? It's called I've Come to Life. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah.
And the next one came out. It's just called Deirdre. Actually, Siren. There was a single called Siren. Mm-hmm. We made a video out of it. We actually recorded, pretty much one song at a time. In the old days, have you done any albums before? Or I don't know if you do. In the old days, Keel, we'd be so rehearsed. I would go and record the drum tracks in 2 days. I'd do the whole album in one day in one room, and then go upstairs and do it the whole album in a big room the next day because we were so well rehearsed. Now we write, they'll write some songs or whatever, and then give it to me. I'll come into the studio, record the drum tracks, and then the next week they'll lay the bass down. It's a lot more drawn out, but every penny is spent wisely. Mm-hmm. So we'll do one song at a time throughout the year. And we've recorded about 24 or 25 songs. We're working on the 3rd album right now, which is cool.
Yeah, and the Pro Tools didn't exist back then, so you can fix things a lot easier now, and it's more accessible.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Back then, you guys were recording on tape and all that too.
We were. It was amazing when they had to cut something. Mm-hmm. They would actually take this 2-inch tape and put it on a thing, and then cut this out and put that there. Editing was really a science back then.
Yeah. Dave Roll just did a movie on that too. If you get a chance, it's Sound City is what it's called.
Yeah, but we recorded there.
Oh, really?
It was there. Yeah, we recorded one of our albums there, Larger Than Life. Part of it was half live, half studio.
And how was that experience for you?
It was amazing. Yeah, it was great. I love the big room. All the stuff that was in the movie, we used to be there all the time because our manager Joe Godfrey owned that place. In fact, and he had rehearsal rooms across the street. We'd be rehearsing there all the time. We'd come in and see like Dio hanging out and Loudness, and right next door to this studio called Goodnight LA, which Night Ranger was recording. So we see Night Ranger and Dio and Foreigner, Lou Gramm. It was just an everyday thing. Saga was recording. Remember that band, the Canadian band, Saga?
Yeah, I believe so.
You're on the loose. Anyway, we're just hanging out with all these people. It was just normal to me, which is weird.
Yeah, because that board's a famous board. I think he moved that board to his studio too.
He probably bought it, and yeah.
So back to the band you're on playing now. I know you guys are doing some live stream shows and all that, but what's the best place to watch you guys and check out the music?
The best place to go to that is go to the Deirdre page on Facebook. Deierdre.
Nice. I'll share the link for you and all that good stuff too.
Cool. And then there's links from the live. We did this live stream a couple days ago, and it turned out really good.
Yeah,
Sounded great.
I was watching that one.
Rocks and the lights and everything. A great show. Yeah. So
I noticed you do a lot of backup vocals. Was that something different in the beginning, or did it come over time?
I've always sang. When my first band, I sang about half the songs and played drums at the same time.
Nice.
But it was funny. Going back to Keel, when I auditioned for Keel, it was just as a drummer, I got the gig. But we'd be singing these songs nobody else in the band could sing. And we were rehearsing one night, and just by nature, I was singing this harmony. And Ron Keel turns around in this badass kind of way. He goes, "Stop! Everybody stop!" I'm like, "What? What?" He goes, "Who the hell was singing that harmony?" I'm like, "It was me." "That sounded awesome. You're doing it from now on." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, nice, man.
It scared the crap out of me, but from then on, and I always sing with Keel. I sing the higher parts, the Michael Anthony harmonies,
Nice. And was that something you had to work on, or did it come natural to you?
It's something I've been doing as long as I've been playing drums. Sang in choir in school and all that stuff, and
so it just naturally comes out of you when you're doing the stuff with your hands.
Yeah, it was always just one thing for me, drumming and singing. So.
Yeah, I can't sing to save my life, so I kind of admire that.
Yeah, I mean, I actually do like not singing, because I can focus more on drumming. So I'm a better drummer when I'm not singing. Mm-hmm. When I have to sing, I can sing. It's nice. So,
nice.
A couple other things. See, I told you I don't talk very much until I'm talking about myself.
No, I'm all about it.
Then here we go.
You're the guest, man.
Oh, thanks. Also do a couple tribute bands when I can. We do a Boston tribute. You probably know about that, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's called "Don't Look Back," full costume, and all the same guys also do
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie's tribute.
Yeah,
Doobie's called "Listen to the Music." So it's all the same guys, different costumes.
Nice. Yeah.
And it's top-notch players, and that, because we're talking about singing. There's 7 guys in the band, and every one of them sings. So and it's all even Tom Scholz from Boston. He asked me, he goes, "Did you?" Because I met him. The story behind that too. He goes, "Do you guys use tracks?" I'm like, "No, we actually slide." He goes, "No way, because your harmonies, they're all there." I'm like, there's 7 guys singing, and there's always just this full harmony going on.
Yeah, that's an amazing band, man. They were on top of it.
Yeah, and so that's a lot of fun. We're not playing very much either right now. No one's playing anywhere right now.
Yeah. So, and going forward with the band you're working with now, what are you guys' plans, and how soon do you think you guys will be back out there?
We'll be out there as soon as stuff starts happening. I mean, right now, since we can't perform live, we are recording, writing and recording, which is, why not, right? We can't play shows, right? So instead of rehearsing and all that stuff, we just go and lay down some stuff. And we also did a video for one of our songs called Siren. Mm-hmm. You might have seen it. That's already out.
Yeah, I watched that one. I watched that this morning. It's really good.
Came out really good, man.
Yeah, it's really good.
We also did another video. It's not yet done yet, but for a song called "Drown," which is really nice. We did everything in one day, both videos. I took 2 drum sets down. One had a red kit for the siren. Another one has a silver sparkle kit. I don't want to give away too much, but 2 videos in one day, same studio, this and that. But yeah, we've got another video coming out pretty soon for "Drown."
Nice.
She look cool.
She's got a hell of a voice too. She's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's got conviction.
Yeah.
A lot of singers just don't have that grit, or however you want to, like, lead singer vibe.
Yeah.
Like, some, I don't want to say, some girl singers are bad. Some girls are kind of soft and shy. You can't be shy. You got to be like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to commend the audience and all that good stuff.
And that's how she is. She's like conviction. You know what I mean? So I like her as a singer, person, and she looks really good too. So image is really good. and yeah.
So when you guys were playing your tribute bands, were you guys doing a lot of casino runs, or where were you guys playing with that?
Everywhere, man. Yeah, casinos, mostly in different functions, city functions. We did this thing in Georgia. I forget, it was like Kennesaw or something like that. But downtown, in the middle of the block, They closed the whole block off, and we were on stage doing this Boston thing. And met the mayor, all this stuff.
Oh, nice.
It was the 4th of July, so fireworks were going off, and then we did a couple of stints at Epcot Center, Disney World. 7 days straight, 3 shows a day.
Really?
For 7 days, we did 21 shows in 3 days, in 7 days, and we did that 3 different times.
That's badass.
Which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you just fly out, and then you use get their equipment. We played Canada. We played in New York, upstate New York, Boca Raton, Florida, Texas, just all over. Palm Springs, all over the country, mostly casinos.
Nice.
Atlantic City, it's just great. We've done a whole lot of stuff, man.
Nice.
Tribute bands can get good good gigs, especially Boston. There aren't any Boston tributes. There's Kiss tributes everywhere. There's AC/DC tributes everywhere, but not Boston.
Yeah, and Boston's a great brand. I think they're underrated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, hugely famous, but really hard to copy,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, and then going forward, what drummers are you watching right now? Who do you think is on the way up, or who do you enjoy watching, even older stuff?
There's this one guy, kid, right from my hometown, from Glendale here, actually was a neighbor. You probably heard of him. It's called Luke Holland.
Luke
yeah,
Holland. I know Luke.
He's hugely famous.
Yeah.
Now, I know his mom. We go to church. We used to go to church together. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was like, oh yeah, she introduced me to Luke in church. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, Luke. Great, yeah. And it was like, a couple of years ago, and he's just gone and blown up, and he's just doing great. And that's great. Proud of him. He's amazing.
Yeah,
so, of course.
I met him a couple times the same way I met you, working at a music store, here and there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
you walk in.
Yeah, he's really good, man.
Really good. Yeah, so he's inspiring me. I'm like, I watch his videos and kind of, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on that. So, I'm always working on that stuff. Yeah.
And he just has like a natural flow to him where it just comes out pretty perfect.
It seems like it. Yeah, I mean, I know he was talking because one of my nieces, one of my cousins, actually went to school with him, and she said he was always practicing and doing this and that. I don't know if he took lessons or not. It seems like it. All the different rudiments and stuff, just nonstop practicing it, which is fine. And his mom says he used to practice of course, he practices all the time. You got to practice a lot, but yeah, really good, really good. It's just the way your brain works.
Yeah,
he's like algebra. His drumming is like algebra.
Yeah, yeah. Some of that progressive stuff he was doing with that guitar, I forgot the name. I space out when I need to talk about it, but that progressive stuff he was doing is really amazing.
Totally amazing.
Yeah. So, do you still stick with the practice routine, or are you just staying with the band? Is that, do you still, like, now that you have more time to play, is there a practice routine you stick with?
Yeah, I actually, I didn't ever used to practice by myself, not that much, but now I do about an hour a day.
Oh, nice.
I'll sit down whenever I can, especially now because there's nothing else to do, right? But I'll sit here and after dinner or whatever, go in the drum room and just start practicing. I'll set a timer, make sure I don't go longer than an hour. But I kind of go off, not like a jazz guy, but I do as many rhythms as I can, while having fun. Double paradiddles, slam, triplets, Now,
are you practicing on 2 bass drums or just a double pedal right now?
Double pedal. I don't have room in my office for 2 bass drums, but it's double pedal, and it's a real nice double pedal. And I got like a small kit, one rack, one floor tom in my practice room. Cymbals. Just going off. I just go off for about an hour, back and forth, doing whatever I can, and then that's kind of what it is. Not really a set structure, but I'll make sure you hit a lot of rudiments.
Yeah, just keeping the blood flowing there.
Do Rosanna for a little bit, and then I try to do 16th notes with one hand, to get a good feel with that. Just work on exercises. Yeah.
And what cymbals have you stuck through without the years? So were you a Zildjian guy all the way through?
I was a Zildjian guy for a long time. I actually had an endorsement with them too, which was cool. I love Zildjian. They were great.
Nice.
I had, back in the day, I used to hit my sticks, I had backwards sticks, 2 Bs, backwards, like hammers.
Aim for the floor.
I would go through Pisces, in my opinion, they sounded better, but they're brittle. And I'd crack them. So I was able to hook up with Zildjian, and they were made differently, and they lasted longer. They didn't crack as quickly. I still crack them, but not as much. And then lately, maybe I'm getting older or whatever, but I switched my sticks back around. I'm down to 5 Bs. I'm playing them like you're supposed to, and I don't crack a lot of cymbals,
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I don't crack cymbals like I used to. I'm going to go back to Pisces. So I'm not endorsed by Zildjian like anymore. So I just started getting Pisces like 2002s. I like the high ends that they bring, and they're crispy and they make me.
Oh, nice. I use the 24-inch myself.
Oh, good. Yeah. So I have a 24, and I got some. I like the big crashes too. I got a 22-inch crash.
Yeah,
which is freaky.
That's a good stuff.
Because I like not just for volume, but kind of like I like how it dissipates. It takes a long time.
Yeah, it has body to it.
And you can add character exactly back and forth, and that's an Ian Pace thing. He uses huge crash cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. I'm back on Pisces. So now I'm in Ludwig and Pisces. Like I should have been the whole time, but that's where I am.
And you said you were sponsored by Big Firth there.
That's right now the only endorsement I have right now is Vic Firth, which is nice. Yeah, I've been playing those for years.
Yeah, nice. That's a good one to have.
They're balanced. They're like you can buy some sticks. They're like warped and all that. But Vic Firth, they're serious about them. They get straight, pitch paired. Each one has the same tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty cool.
I just want to say I really appreciate you coming on the show. And what was the name of your new band again? Deirdre?
Deirdre.
Deirdre. How can I get that right?
You forgot. It's been like 4 minutes. Come on, we went over this. No, Deirdre. Yeah, and there's more stuff coming up. We're always working on new stuff. So there's going to be new songs and a video coming out.
Nice. And you said the Facebook page would be the best place to reach out?
Yep. Dierdre. I want to make sure I'm spelling it right. Dierdre.
All right, yeah, I'll make sure I'll put the link out there for you and all that good stuff so people see it.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, I just want to say thank you, and this was a great episode. We got a chance to sit down with Dwain Miller, and I really appreciate it, man. You guys all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.